Hello beautiful people, I'm Stephanie and today we are reviewing Shush whistles. Now Shush Instruments actually sent me two of their new Shush whistles and I'm going to show you exactly what they look like, how they come packaged and how they sound. So as you can see, we have a good bit of padding inside the solid cardboard tube. And each of these whistles comes in a solid plastic case. Now you may have seen these before on the likes of Howard whistles and Dixon whistles. You basically pull it apart and you have a top section and a bottom section, and this goes over the top of the whistle and keeps everything nice and safe. Now you can see from the body of these two whistles that we have a straight bore whistle, 6 holes as usual. We have a polished brass on the top and polished nickel at the bottom. These may tarnish or patina a little bit over time, but you can polish them back up to their full shine quite simply and easily, like you can with any other whistle. We have the Shush logo engraved at the top here. I'm not sure if you can see that on camera. And as we move up, you'll see that we have the classic, quite original design mouthpiece here, similar to Fadogue generation whistles and things like that. But we have this intricate little blade feature, and that is part of what's giving us the unique sound that these whistles have. Inside the mouthpiece as well, you'll find some sound absorbing materials which dampen and enhance the sound to give these their unique, super sweet and quiet voice. Now Shush whistles have been designed to be considerably quieter than regular tin whistles, and that makes these whistles perfect for practice, for recording at home, especially if you live in an apartment or you have neighbours that your tin whistling affects. If you don't want to drive your family members crazy, these are the whistles you need. It makes them incredible for practice and small spaces. They're great for playing in the car and things as well, but it is definitely a whistle that can be used if you don't want to disturb those around you. Honestly folks, it kind of gives you an added confidence that you can play and practice and not necessarily have everybody hear every single mistake you make while you're trying to get things right. Now, first impressions on the look of these whistles, they both look and feel great, very traditional look to them. I like the logo on the top. It's a professional added touch, which I really enjoy. But of course, the most important thing is how these sound. So let me give them a quick warm up and then I'll play them for you. So the first thing I notice about the sound of these is that you don't have the really shrill high notes that you often have with tin whistles that look a little bit like this. A lot of them tend these days to be mass-produced, and they're sort of machine or factory made rather than made by hand, which really makes a difference sometimes to the sound quality. But these have obviously been hand finished, so they do have a little more attention to detail on the quality of the sound, which I really enjoy. It is super easy to hit the high notes and to hit them cleanly because you don't really need to put any air into this whistle to get those high notes. So there's no shrieky, horrible sounding high notes, which is fantastic for beginner whistlers as well, especially if you struggle with that on your current whistle. On the Shush whistles, you might actually struggle with the very minimal amount of air that you need to hit the low notes cleanly, and that does take a little adjustment. And the reason for that is that you're playing this whistle a lot quieter than you'd play any other whistle out there, so you need hardly any air. It's literally just breathing to hit those low notes. But the same really applies for the high notes. You hardly need any breath at all to hit the high notes on these whistles. is super easy to half hole on these whistles, which I really like, and there's a nice balance of strength between the cross-fingered notes, the half-holed notes, and of course the open hole notes as well, which I really love. You can see and hear as well that the tuning on these is impeccable. It's just that low octave E that you might need a little push on just to get it pitch perfect, but they're really, really great. Also, these are, I'd like to say, tunable. You can adjust the mouthpieces at the top here. You need to grab the whole mouthpiece and not this plastic part, because they will crack if you mess around with these too much, but they are tunable. You can move these mouthpieces, just be really careful with them. Now, being brass and nickel, these are uncoated, so they will tarnish as you use them. That patina that you get on them is not a problem. You can actually bring them back up to their shine if you want to, but it's one of those things that happens to whistles. It's really not a problem. It kind of adds a little bit of character to how they look. As an example, you can see my Chris Wall whistle at the top versus the Shush whistle here. And you know, you'll notice that there's clear tarnishing on the Chris Wall here in comparison. So you can expect your brass and nickel whistles to develop a little bit of tarnishing on them. So I'll give these one last playthrough now with a little bit of added editing effects to the sound. I usually add a little bit of reverb and smoothing. I probably won't bother with the smoothing on these because they already have that smooth feature. So just a little reverb so you can hear how they'd sound in a professional recorded situation. So that is it for me today on the Shush whistles. You can buy these whistles direct from shushwhistles.com. They retail for around £40 to £50 at the moment. I think they're around £47 on the website. So if you're looking for a really quiet whistle, again, these are the quietest on the market, and you really can't get a sweeter, softer sound from a whistle out there without these enhanced features, which I think is really, really cool. If you want to learn more about these, I have put the link to the website in the description down below. It's not an affiliate link, it's just a link to the website, so I don't get anything from this. It just takes you guys to the place that you can buy these whistles. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please do hit that big thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't for more tin whistle tutorials. The tune you heard today was actually Celtic Call, which is a new single coming out very soon, so stay tuned for that. And don't forget as well, you can also check out some of my other tin whistle tutorials and reviews right here on YouTube as well. If you'd like to support my channel monetarily, you'll find a super thanks below and links to my Ko-fi and Patreon in the video description as well. Thanks for watching, happy whistling, and I'll see you folks later in the week for another tin whistle tune. Bye!